Hi, my name is Alex Handy. I'm the founder and director of the Museum of Art and Digital Entertainment in downtown Oakland. We're a nonprofit 501c3 museum dedicated to educating the public as to how games are made and to teaching the public how to actually make games, as well as preserving all of the history of video games and digital gaming.
My name is Neelan Ledbetter. My main job is to make sure that the games are properly cataloged and on display as well. When we are creating exhibits, it's my job to make sure that we have a good idea of what kind of games we have in stock and what kind of games would be important for the subject that we choose for the exhibit. It was extremely important for us to not only show people, but to let them play. It was a natural extension to teach them how to create the games themselves. So from very early on, we wanted to do that. And we've actually, even before we had our classroom, we were cramming kids into our small little curation area now and teaching them classes.
So the purpose of the class is to try and get kids to make games. I think by making games, kids learn a lot about the math and science behind it. Hopefully they'll go on to do other great things. And getting interested in games is a great way to get a visceral feel for like a lot of the mathematics and how the numbers come together, and a motivation for like, yeah, addition and subtraction and all that in school is great, but when you see like, well, I want this to move to the left and I need this to be spaced apart like that, and the house addition and subtraction and all these things, how the math relates to that, it's a really good way to get kids interested in that.
One of them will always be zero because we're only ever going to move up or down, or we're going to move left and right. So that's what the move.
The real purpose, why did we create it? You know, just to educate, to give them a chance to see that math can be fun, and that all these games are actually driven by math and stuff.
So it's like a little programming website where you can make your own games and post it online, and everyone gets to see it.
Next. Here we go. I explained this last week to
We've been running a Scratch programming class for about 2 years. And, you know, pretty much since day one, since we opened, and, you know, it definitely become popular. But people were asking if we could start expanding the class base. At that point, we decided to create an interactive fiction class where we would teach people, kids mostly, how to develop their own sort of story-based and decision-based video game. Choose your own adventure, but online versions of that. And with that in mind, I started working as the assistant teacher to Keith Nemitz, who was showing them how to use his software to create that kind of game.
the game it's playing. What? You mentioned that it comes home.
Well, my son is interested in this sort of thing. It teaches them some basic skills in a playful way. He is very interested in computers and programming and games, and the class is easy to get to, and it's free.